Looky here.
What is? Oh,
What is it?
it ain't much.
It's a Maw Maw Luv.
I can assure you it's not much.
Listen, I had not, got to record any since we've been doing the house. And so they've been missing my Bible lessons, but I think they miss you even more.
More. Well, I can tell them I'm more.
She's all right. She is here. We are going to get the shot in the eye today.
That's so much fun.
And I'm going to take her by to eat lunch first. There's a little, now, y'all, somebody got tickled the other day when I was going to get my nails done because I videoed and they said, how far do you go to get your nails done? Well, it's nothing for us to drive 30 minutes somewhere. And, but this place is kind of on the way to Birmingham, but to the side a little bit, so it may seem like we're going to travel forever. Why can't I think of the name of this place I'm taking you? What's wrong with me? I'll tell you what's wrong with me. It's called stress. It's chewing at all of us. If I didn't have the Lord right now, I would be as loony.
Were you to death?
No. So y'all know Jessica takes care of Mama, and Carter, her son, is a senior, and they got home from picking up some food last night, and he was just sitting in his bed in the dark, no TV on or anything, sick as a dog. And she's taking him to the doctor this morning. He's got COVID. So that means that Jessica is quarantined for Maw Maw Luv. So she's got me.
She'll come stick stuff around her door.
Now she'll come stay 3 and 4 hours with you. I'm not going to do that. I can't. I've got Bible study starting next week. And my house is still... I'm going to take you over to my house and put you to work is what I'm going to do.
You're going to try it.
I figured there was going to be a cuss word in there.
Just try it.
Try it. I'm going to put you to work is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, move that over there and move that over there.
And I say, eat stuff that's unwrapped.
That's
the
what
stuff that we catch in the floor.
Oh, me. But no, so she will have to be quarantined for Mother for several days. We'll just see how everything goes, because I don't want to run the risk. Oh, it's going to eat her alive, because she is so all about taking care of Mother. And it's just, it's her job. And I mean, she takes it very seriously. And I don't worry 1 ounce about Mother on the days that I'm not over there, because I know she is well taken care of.
If there's one thing, quick, she'll call you and tell you.
Oh yeah, she calls and tells me if there's one thing, because mother was having a bad day one morning, and so I showed up in the next half hour, and she said, "Did Jessica call you?" I said, "Yes."
I don't have many bad days.
No, but we got you covered, Mama. Look, we got you covered.
I know y'all have I just drive y'all nuts.
Nah, you don't drive us nuts. It's just easier taking care of you with a package plan where there's 2 of us.
Yeah, there's one thing about it. I do a lot of stuff in there myself.
You do.
But I still love
her bedroom is just, her bed's made up by the time she gets out of it. I know the lighting's going to be horrible. Is that woman just walking down the street pushing a lawnmower, or is that her yard? The sun's going to be awful on this today.
Things like that's what gets Jessica.
Well, she just looked like she was going down the road walking, but I think that might have been the edge of her yard. But no, it's so much easier with Jessica and I both. Of course,
and it helps Jessica too.
Oh, well, yeah, it's just a blessing for her.
She was half dead from that place up there where she was.
Oh gosh, y'all. She worked at the daycare and she stayed sick all the time.
That old man that's supposed to be a preacher, he's on their bones all the time or something.
That old man that's supposed to be a preacher.
I don't think Jessica thought he was much of a preacher.
I might have to take part of that out. I might have to take part of that out. Well, just in case anybody from that church watches.
Oh my Lord, I'm sorry. So I told you I can make a man.
Well, I can edit with the best, so I'm getting a lot of sunlight this morning, but I knew y'all wanted to see her, and after she gets her eyes poked, it's harder on her to be funny and to see. She don't see where she's going.
Oh, I do see where I'm going.
After you get that shot.
Well,
barely.
I kind of need a finger to hold.
Yes.
I still have one eye to peep out of, though.
Yeah, but that's the one that gives you the shot in.
Ain't many folks that sit up there and let somebody poke in their eye for you.
I'm telling y'all.
Suzanne, how long have I been going over there?
Well, Well, you went and then we stopped.
Why did we stop?
I guess Dinah took you and then we stopped. They stopped doing it for a while because I got you, your eye was feeling funny, and I got you to Dr. Day, and he said the good eye had a little leakage in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fixing to do the same thing, and we got her in the very next day and got her a shot. And so I've been taking you over 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been retired. Gosh, I guess
Jessica's been with me for quite a while.
Jessica's been with you for a solid year now. She started last August. So Jessica's been helping a year. I've been taking you 5, going on 6 years for the shots.
I'm getting old, ain't I?
Well, yeah. Did you not know that?
No, I thought about something was happening to me.
Well, yeah.
There was something feeling funny about me.
Of course.
There was no boyfriends coming around.
Of course, you are 4 years over than what you told them at Cheesecake Factory on your 90th birthday.
Yeah.
You said it's gonna be my last when they sang happy birthday to her. Well, here we are 4.5 years later, still going strong.
Just like we was down there the other day, one day, Jessica, this lady sitting across from us, and she had spoken over. I had on those dark shoes that we bought.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Your shoes are so pretty." I said, "Well, thank you." And so I got up to go in there, and she told Jessica that Jessica said, "Do you realize how old she is?" Jessica told me that, and she said, "Well, no." She said, told her how old she was. She said, "My Lord, I don't know. She's in her 70s."
Oh yeah. Nobody does.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I feel like I'm in my 900s.
So we're buying some furniture the other day at a place, and the girl had been helping us and everything. She was as cute as she could be. I said something about our daughter being 40, and her mouth just went open.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, and she just quit talking.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, "Is everything okay?" And she said, "You just said your daughter was 40. And she said, "You just said your daughter was 40. And I said, "Yeah, she is." And she said, "I thought you were in your 40s.
Yeah.
And I said, "No.
I
I would be flattered if you thought I was in my 50s like that." And she said, "No way. There's no way you're out of your 50s. I went, "Yes, I am too." And she could not believe it. But she was like, "There's no way you have a daughter that's 40. Oh, yeah, I do too. I've been around a long time.
I've been around doing stuff.
Mm-hmm. It is a gorgeous day. It is 77 degrees. The humidity has dropped way down. It is getting to be fall. My favorite time of the year.
It's going to freeze us good proper later on.
So John and I have got to get our fall trip planned. Dinah and Terry are leaving Sunday.
Yeah, he told me that.
Mm-hmm. And
he didn't want to put that little puppy on.
Dinah had to put his little puppy down this morning.
And I said, "You cannot let
She's just a little ball of fur, isn't she?" How many years have they had her?
9 years.
9 years.
Had him. He's a little boy.
Oh. See, I don't know.
His name was Sam.
Yeah, it's hard. People get so attached to little pets. Mother. Edit.
I swear I can't talk, Nicole, for her editing. That thing with that back on, I've seen that on television. It looked just like that.
The backpack?
The way that back's on them and the way he's walking.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. It's called a backpack. A lot of people use backpacks. We need to get you one. What would you put in it?
Well, I don't know.
Your whiskey?
Huh?
It'd be good to put your whiskey in.
Well, I had to drink it all up. And,
y'all, one of the funniest stories about Mother. Mother likes a little sip of alcohol about once a year. Probably not even that. But one time she had used grape juice for something, and she put the bottle with the top back on into the cabinet, and those metal cabinets that she still has in her kitchen. We were in there one day, Daddy wasn't there, and something went pow, and we went in there, and that grape juice had fermented and had blown the top off, And she said, put it back on. It's not quite ready.
I don't remember doing that. Now,
You
did.
I could not make this up. I know nothing about fermenting grape juice.
Neither do I.
Well, yes, you did.
Well, I forgot.
You let it I think you let the top blow off of it
Hey,
one more
what
time.
you do. When you get old, you forget all that stuff. That you...
Yeah, you do. You'd say, me? I never did that.
That old man, I come to my house that time you sent to my house. I think about that.
I did not send him. Well, I did kind of.
He was a nice old fella.
He was. He went to church with me, and I don't know. We hooked him and Mother up to go out to dinner. I think I've told this before. Before anyone knew him.
He won't know if I want to go to church with him next day.
No. That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
He did one time.
No, I know, but that's not exactly how he worded it. So they go out to dinner, and he was a nice man. He was fairly nice looking. Little did we know what he was up to. Mother says they get to the door, just like everybody does when they're dating, and she probably thought he was going to give her a hug or something, and he looked at her real mischievous, and he said, we'll go in, and are we going to my church or your church in the morning? Implying to my mother that he was going to spend the night with her and then spend the night with her and get her to go to church with him.
Full of baloney.
He was full of it. And she looked at him and she said, I don't know about you, but I'm going to my church and you can go to your church, and I'm going inside now to do my crossword puzzle.
And I ain't seen that poor man since then.
Well, he's dead now, but he married a woman. I guess she went to church with him.
Yeah, well, he missed
But
it.
he implied that he was going to stay with Mother.
He's full of. Ooh,
Oh, he's full
I'd
of
rather
it.
Eat rabbit's tails.
I am so glad you cleaned your language up. But she told me, and I was like, well, that old sinner wanting to take advantage of my mama.
You know me too good for that.
Oh,
Take
Lord,
another
he
bite,
did
man.
not know whose door he was knocking on. Little did he know that he had met Stonewall Jackson.
Just like,
But you know, that's disrespectful in any regard.
well, it's just like the different men that I've known with their wives that say, hey, that I'd be leaving the house. They're trying to, I said, I'll tell you what you do. You stay here and I'll stay down yonder.
Yeah. Married men hitting on you.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Mother was a looker. I've put some of her old pictures. Of course, I think she's still beautiful. But I've put pictures in my videos before. I'll try to remember and do that today if I can. But Mother was gorgeous. Yes, you were. Now, Daddy made you get homely when he got saved. He made you, wouldn't let you cut your hair, wouldn't let you wear makeup. What is up with that? Look at this face. Does this face not look better with some makeup on it? I mean, that is not sin on my face. That is saying what is not perfect. Let me work on it a little bit. And if you don't wear makeup, if you feel like you shouldn't, that's your conviction.
Don't try to tell another fella what to do.
No, that's what I hate. You know,
and you're going to get yourself in trouble before you can get started.
The Bible says to work out your own salvation. It says with fear and trembling. But a lot of that stuff was man-made because I'm in the Church of God. The Pentecostals used to believe that way. There are some Pentecostals that still believe that. Yeah, and y'all were Baptist. Y'all weren't even Pentecostal.
No.
I just remembered that. Why did he do that? He wouldn't even let me. When I was born.
I never did care about going to Pentecostal church.
Well, I know that. There's your sister's house. We just went by Joyce's. When I was born, we've got pictures, and Mother's hair is pulled back in a bun on her head because he wouldn't let her cut her hair.
It didn't last long.
No. I mean, because that's religion. And there again, I say to any of y'all listening to this video, if it is your conviction that you don't wear makeup, that you don't cut your hair, that's between you and God. But don't force that on everybody else, because there are still some denominations that believe that way, and they are good people in them.
I don't think it's going to kill the poor folks just because they put a little something on their
It
head.
also doesn't save a person because they don't cut their hair.
Yeah, it does.
your heart is what God looks upon. And, you know, we started back with choir last night. I went to my first choir practice in years.
To where?
To choir practice. We're starting back with the choir in a few weeks. We're going to scatter out.
Who's going to be in charge of that?
Well, Brian is still in charge of it. The one that's always, But we're going to spread out. The choir's big enough that we don't have to stand next to each other. And that's the way we practiced in the sanctuary last night.
Was it sound good?
Yeah, it did. It sounded really good. We're learning some new good music. But Brian said last night when he just had a code of conduct and a code of honor is what he called it for a choir member who, if you're a choir member, you're really a worship leader. It's not just a matter of getting up there singing. You are a worship leader. And so he was just talking about dress, and he says, if you have to ask yourself, is this appropriate to wear? It's probably not.
Yeah.
There's a new house going up there. He's like, if you have to ask yourself, is this appropriate? That means there's some doubt in your mind, and it's probably not. And I agree wholeheartedly with that. I agree with that. This is the month. This is a month of loss for us. John's mother was gone on the 4th, 2 years.
Susan, how long's your daddy been gone?
He will be gone 38 years, the 29th of September.
Now that goes to show you what kind of woman I am. Some people would have got another husband.
Well, and you would have been fine getting another husband if you hadn't had Stonewall Jackson up. Mother's like, burnt, got the scars, not going there.
I'm sorry, I've been knocked around.
And then my sissy will be gone 11 years, September the 13th.
2 more, and then we ain't gonna be none of us.
It's just me, Mother, and Dana that's left. My brother passed away. My oldest brother passed away this past January. So, and I'm telling you, there are so many people dying with COVID. It's just unreal. Just unreal. We've got a prayer list going where I'm just updating it actively every day. And this week I've had to put, did I tell you 3? I think, let's see, it's 2. 2 of the COVID patients I've had to move. Praying for them off the list to praying for their families because they're gone. So, and Ashley's best friend, y'all just keep Tyler Threadgill in your prayers. He's still on the ventilator. It's one of Ashley's best friends. Those girls have been raised in my house since they were third grade. And they're like mine. And we are just praying over him every day. And I know she's exhausted and worn out and scared, and understandably so, because she can't be with him. She's negative for COVID, he's negative for COVID, and they won't let her up there with him. Won't let her up there with him. If she could be there talking to him, every time they try to bring him down off the sedation, he's fighting the ventilator. He's a strong, husky guy, and he's fighting it. If they would let her be there and talk to him, it's a proven point that when you're in a coma, people have come out of comas and said, I heard you talking around me. I heard you. And if he is just sedated like that, he can probably hear. If he could hear her voice, it's just, I'm just saying, some of that's not right. For these people to die alone too with COVID, it's not right. This whole thing is evil. It's from the devil.
It is. I'm telling you, it is.
It is from the devil.
It's causing more trouble in the whole world.
Sure it is. It was made in a lab. That's why. It was made to destroy people.
And our preacher, whatever he is.
Our president.
He's wanting everybody to take it all day long.
The vaccination. He's mandating it for people that didn't want to be. And my viewers have different views on that. A lot of them are vaccinated. A lot of them are not. And there again, I say to you, your personal decision. And if there's ever been a time in your life that you intend on having a prayer life, you better have it now. You better have it now and know how to pray and know how to pray for God to be in control of your family's lives and how to pray protection over your family and to know what's right for you to do. If the vaccine feels right to you, take it. If it doesn't feel right for you, don't take it. But people that are unvaccinated are being crucified now. And it's just not right. It's just not right.
That place is coming on there today about that. I remember when that plane.
9/11. Tomorrow's the 20-year anniversary.
We're going to eat before we go.
Yes, and there's an outside table. We won't have to be sitting by anybody.
I
know you do.
I like to see them policemen come in.
Oh gosh. Help me, Jesus. Is there any place to park? What's the name of this place? Porky's. Why can I not remember that? I feel porky myself. I've got to get back on my diet.
Are you having a bad time?
I'm having a bad day.
Where are we going?
We're finding a dad blame parking place. Weezer? Weezer, is that okay with you?
Yeah, but I
Lord,
had to know it.
We used to call her Weezer all the time when Steel Magnolias came out. She is Weezer at the finest.
I would tell you, wouldn't I?
You see that big log I'm fixing to park against? Do not fall over that log. As a matter of fact, you just get out and I'm coming around there to get you.
Do you have a feeling that
I've got a feeling.
when you got a feeling, you better hang on.
Now wait, you just wait till I get around there.
Can I get my feet down?
Yeah, you can. We're going to eat. Well, we
You'll
have
find
got.
them and you will nibble on them just enough.
She's talking just when I started
You think you
talking.
broke 'em.
She started talking just when I started talking. So as you can see, we got a great little table outside. There's nobody sitting out here. I feel very safe. And so when we got here, Michael's cousin saw us coming up and he opened the door for us. And I said, thank you so much, but we're going to sit outside. And so then we're sitting out here and my second cousin is in there eating also. We have not seen her in years, have we? So shout out. Huh?
I didn't know she's still alive. Yeah. Well, I really haven't talked to any of them for years.
Martha, did you just hear what she's saying? I'm giving a shout out to Martha because she watches all my videos. She said she didn't even know if you were still alive or not. This is what
I had to ask her.
This is what I have to put up with, Martha. So shout out to Martha, my cousin. Y'all, she was the cutest little girl, and she would come to my house, and she couldn't say makeup. She'd say mace up, and she'd say, I'll pay you a mace up. So I used to give her old makeup to take home. So Martha, thank you for watching my videos. And Henry, I'm giving you a shout out. I have no idea if you watch this channel or not. So Michael's good looking cousin. Mother said after he opened the door, and I said, we're going to sit out here because I feel safer. And he said, okay. And he went inside. Mother said, he's good looking. He's got some pretty blue eyes, doesn't he? He is good looking.
I just looked at him.
What?
Looked at like seeing a big wallet or something.
Oh, you like?
It's pretty all over.
So you like the whole package, is what you're saying?
I didn't want something running snot or anything.
So
just a nice guy.
So yeah, I'm looking at his eyes, and Mother's over here, and she's like, I like the whole thing.
Well, I like to see the whole dude.
Yeah, she's
he can keep you pretty rolling.
Turn around, look. Yeah, I told y'all just keep going because this woman likes policemen.
I just think you're pretty, and I love to hear the whistle.
I told her, you know what she said when we pulled up? There was a couple policemen here before, and she said, God, I hope there's some good-looking policemen there today.
Well, here we are.
But be good boys. Don't be like some of us here on television.
No, we're good.
No, they're good. They're
You know what?
Mama, you got your wish.
Huh?
I have a YouTube channel, so I put her on there all the time.
There's a road over my house, and I hear it every night going, I think it's somebody there after somebody.
Just repeat that. Repeat that. I've got to put that on here. What'd you just
I
say?
said I've probably been here longer than they've been born.
Well, I think so. She's 94.
You're 94, really?
I am, and I think, and everybody I ever knew did.
That's the truth. That is the truth.
It's true.
She's got a book that my...
Well, you look really good. 94 years old.
Well, I know I do, because I'm just absolutely...
Well, you know what they say, 94 is the new 70. Hey, you always have a good
All right,
day.
thank you.
But you know, I remember when that building was torn
Well, now,
down.
Lord, that was good, wasn't it, Mama?
Oh, it was delicious.
We get the little that you get. Was there three? There's three little soft tacos,
Things,
and they have what's called a hot slaw. They're called hot tacos. It's an appetizer, and they get the pork in it and everything. Well, I get the slaw on the side because it's hot. And so it was just enough. But this thing has talked to everybody that's come by.
Well, I'm just coming to Papa.
The policemen were just all agog. And right as we was leaving, 2 other policemen. But, you know, I didn't even get that lady's name that we were just talking to. That sweet, sweet lady. There was a lady sitting across from us, and I didn't even get her name. Yeah. Let me go get her name. I went back and got the name of the lady we were talking to because she was so sweet. Polly McClure. Giving her a big shout out. Mother and I were sitting over there and we were talking and she was dying laughing at us. She said, "You sound just like me and my mother." I was like, well, the thing that was so funny, Mother said, "What's the name of that boy that gets the dirt out from under our house?" And I went, "What? Who's been getting dirt out from under your house?" You know, he lives across the road. And I just, my brain was just going like this. And finally I realized she was talking about the guy who cleaned out her septic tank. So Polly was over there and she was dying laughing at us. So shout out to Polly. And then the funniest thing, I was telling her where Ashley went to church. And she said, "I used to babysit her preacher." Because she's from Kentucky originally, where he's from. And I meant, and I said, "You mean you babysat his kid?" She said, "No, I babysat him." What a small world, is it not? Is that not crazy?
She didn't look
No, she's my age. She's my age, and she said, "No, I babysat him." And so I've got to call Ashley and tell her that we met Pastor Kevin's babysitter. Leave it to me, Mother. We're going to find some excitement along the way, are we not?
That's all we're good for.
We're going to close out. I'm going to turn this off because we're fixing to head on into Birmingham. Like I told you, we saw my cousin Martha. So it's just, I mean, we've had an exciting day, have we not? It don't take a lot to excite us.
It takes a lot to get us all straightened out.
Yeah, when our life is kind of boring, all this has been kind of exciting today. But
I get home and think about it, so it'll help.
If Polly and I were close, we would be friends. I could tell that immediately. She's my kind of lady.
That lady you served to?
Yes, she was my age, and she was just, she had been helping with a small group today, so I could just tell we would be friends. So Polly, I'm so glad. I hope you continue to watch my channel and enjoy Maw Maw Luv, because she is quite entertaining. So, anyway, we'll talk to y'all later. Tell them bye, Maw Maw.
Bye-bye.
Love y'all. Bye.